Hi, my name is Tom Giebink. I'm the director of Rolling Edge Inline Skating School. And I'm here to give you a couple of pointers about how to start out skating. Let's start out here on the grass, where our skates won't roll around so much. And take a look at protective gear. Maybe the first and most fundamental piece of equipment that you're going to need are wrist guards and knee pads and a helmet. Don't forget helmet, kids. You only get one head, and if you got a helmet, you're not going to lose it. So let's see how effective they are. Bammo. Get right back up. The gear is made to take shocks like that. If you wear it and you're falling forward, you're not going to be in trouble. Let's take a look at what happens when you're skidding. Now, you don't want to do this sort of thing, but if you do, you've got the gear that skids. A street isn't ice. On ice, you'll slide. That takes up all the abrasiveness. But with this stuff, with plastic skids here and plastic skids here, if you hit the pavement, you're not going to rip yourself up. It's important to wear this stuff. Ask your dealer what's the correct size and type of gear for your skill level. Let's take a look at skates. You don't want it to be too loose, or your foot's going to swim around inside the boot. And when that happens, if you push your knee to one side or the other side, you're going to be in trouble because your skate isn't going to respond. Notice how much gap there is? Let's talk a little bit about the technique of inline skating. What's the most stable body position? Well, put your skates a little bit apart so that your body weight drops between your two skates, and then practice what it's like to lift one and then the other. That'll give you a little bit of the idea of shifting your body weight from one skate to the other. But right here is the most stable position. And from the side, you want your weight to drop through your hips, all the way through your ankles to the street. If I jackknife at the waist, my weight is way out here in front of the skates, not over my skates, and my skates are going to kick out. Sort of a tricky move, but not for beginners. So, again, as if you were sitting in a chair, you bend at your knees and you can see this angle. It's as if I was sitting in a chair. I drop my weight. The more I drop it, the more stable I am. I can go all the way down here. If I get into big trouble, it's not very far to the ground. You don't want to lock your knees and stand up straight. Then you're like a tree that's just been chopped down and you're going to fall. And if you do that, it's an awful long way to the ground if you're 6 feet 2 like I am. If you're a kid, it still hurts. So drop your weight. Be stable in here. The edges of your skates. There's an inner edge when my knees go in, an outer edge as my knees drop away from center, and the center edge, that's where you'll roll the most easily. In an advanced turn, it's an inner edge and an outer edge. A beginner's turn, you want to use your inner edges, drop your knees to the inside, and it's a nice stable triangle. It's a good place to work out of when you're learning. Your brake looks like an important piece of gear. Let's take a look at how to use it. Start here and scissor your feet. Get used to that while you're on the grass. It's more difficult when you're rolling on a smooth surface. Roll forward, pull your toe up, and your brake comes down. Again, slide your foot forward, lift your toe, drop your heel, drop your body weight, and your brake will make contact with the ground. Then slide your foot back in, and we're back here. So let's talk a little bit about skating stride. Start out with your feet in a V when you're beginning. It's not like walking. It's not like lifting your feet like this and walking. What you're going to do is put your feet in a V because you need a solid place to push from. So a stride looks like this. You drop your weight, push out from one leg, slide on the other. Shift your weight onto this. Notice my leg is bent. Bring your skate up and slide out on your other skate. A good way to practice it is, again, on the grass. Just start out with your feet in a V, drop your weight comfortably. So your knees are flexed but not tight. Try to keep your body loose and flexible. And then just try walking in this kind of V duck walk. Get used to walking with your toes out, just to get used to the correct body position. That's decent preparation for starting to roll on a hard surface. Let's go over to the sidewalk over here where our skates roll a little more easily. Now that we're off grass, our brake comes in real handy. Whoa there. So let's take a look at the basics of using the heel brake. As on grass, you slide your braking leg forward, the toe comes up, heel goes down, and you'll come to a sliding stop. You don't want your body jackknifed over. That puts the weight in the wrong place. If you stand up too straight and lean back, you're in trouble too. Sit and your arms gently forward like this, and you'll be in a nice stable position to brake from. Let's take a look at it coming down a hill. We're coming along. Whoa, there comes a dog. Better slow down. And I come to an easy stop. Another way to avoid that dog is to use an A-frame turn, which is the most basic of the turns. Drop your knees to the inside, your weight's on your inside edges now. Shoulders square front, eyes straight forward. As I turn my eyes and my shoulders, my hips come around with them. It's a simple lock turn. Boom. On a hill it looks like this. It's very similar to the snowplow skiing. Your weight drops to the outside leg again, and you can see your skates come right around with you. Now let's look at the basics of striding. I put my skates in a V position. Notice. Your weight on one leg, push off this leg, and glide on your other one. Same thing again. Feet in a V, push off, and glide, and then connect them. Glide, glide. This is the basics of striding. You do use your A-frame turn, come around, push off and glide. An easy stride. Foot scissors forward, toe up, brake comes down. Hey, it's all easy. It's simple. And it's fun too. But remember your safety gear. Most important way to enjoy yourself skating is to keep yourself in one piece. And it's an easy sport. You'll learn it like that if you get good instruction. So skate on, folks.